Sunny, you are from Uttarakhand, okay, and you have come over here in Karapur to extend your support to the protesters. So, I just wanted to know how you heard about this protest and what made you come over here and extend your support.
About this protest, I first read about it in the newspaper at one of the breakfast places, and then I saw it on Instagram. And then, because I had also lived in Chorao and Aldona, and then of course I've seen problems that locals are facing there as well, with excess of outsiders coming in Goa, water shortage, and then taking of the farmlands and the grazing lands as well. So we thought it would be good to come here, extend our support, and also learn more about what's happening and how people of Goa are now raising their voice, finally, to just stop all the overdevelopment that's happened in other parts of North Goa. So it should not extend to other parts of Goa. So it's in a good direction to this protest, and to save Goa that we know was full of lakes and rivers and natural beauty, and not for resorts and swimming pool or pubs.
So you have an image of Goa which is full of lakes and the beauty. So how long have you been in Goa now?
In Goa it's been 3 months already.
3 months. So do you think that Goa has lived up to that expectations of yours?
I mean, only, yes, I've been living in Anjunas, that part of Goa, not so much. Baga, Kalambur, or even Arambur, Mandran, no.
That is overcrowded.
That is overcrowded, not the Goa that I imagined of. But when I come to place like Karapur or Chorao,
this is the hinterland.
Even the hinterland, even we went to Alorna Fort.
Alorna,
So you see the rivers are still not polluted there, not with bottles of plastic or beer bottles in the river or water body. And compared to when you go on that side, the beaches are dirty. No space left to enjoy nature. When you come here, you listen to birds, you see animals, you see or like people doing farming, and so that's the image of Goa and India that I always have and would love to preserve.
So you have a concern when such things are happening in the villages, when the environment is getting destroyed. So you have a concern that Goa is going to the dogs. So that is the reason why you want to extend your support.
Yeah, definitely, because being from Uttarakhand also, I've seen that similar development happening there as well over the years. And then every year you listen the monsoon, there's like landslides and all that. I've never listened that before, never heard that before in our times. So then I went to university. I also studied environmental science in university. So I was more concerned towards that and worked in conservation biology for over the years. So conservation and saving the environment has always been a big part of my life. And every time you get to extend my support in one way or the other, yes, I would always look for opportunities to do that.
So in the backdrop of this agitation, what would you like to tell the government of Goa?
Well, just to, as say, we are democracy, and it's a government by the people.
Of the people, for the people, and by the people.
So they have to work for the people and not just like a selected section of people that are business lobby.
Not only the capitalists.
Not only the capitalists. Capitalism is important to a certain extent, but not like...
Not entirely.
Not entirely, because when you're coming here, we also see, we pass through Bicholi and Licholim as well, the access of mining and everything happening there. So it's like you start something and then there's no stop to it. So there should be... so that's what I would say, the politicians of Goa and the government of Goa to look at the other side of it as well. Of course, people here need employment and everything, but not in the way that...
Not at the cost of the nature.
Not at the cost of the nature and the culture and nature.
So you will be saying that it should be sustainable development. It cannot be overdevelopment.
Yeah, definitely. Overdevelopment will never work, because then, of course, the whole... Goa is like ecologically sensitive zone as well, with lots of water bodies and everything. So we need to take care of the groundwater reserves. We need to think of groundwater reserves, the fishing communities that are there. Eventually, because it's not just one spot that gets affected. The whole network is like it's the underground whole network is so big that it just then hampers villages and villages even further kilometers down there. If you're polluting the river in here. It's not that just this village.
It won't remain only over here.
No.
It will spread to a vast extent.
River is flowing, wherever the other lakes, groundwater reserves, everything affected by that.
Thank you, Sunny.